Black Ops 7's final DLC map and the finale to this chapter of our brand new Dark Aether story has the potential to be one of the greatest finale DLC maps that we've ever gotten, and it might end up being what Black Ops 3's Revelations should have been. But let me explain. Black Ops 3's final DLC map and the finale to the original Aether storyline was designed to be a fractured universe trapped in space, centered around the infamous house which we'd seen referenced dozens of times before, both visually and through pieces of lore and hidden Easter egg content through previous maps and games. A map that was meant to be different segments of the worlds that we had played through in every other previous map, splintered together in some weird sci-fi abomination floating through time and space itself. Black Ops 7's final DLC map, Rex Infernus, and the season finale for this stage of the Dark Aether story, which was kicked off in Cold War and continued through both Black Ops 6 and Black Ops 7, is meant to be the exact same thing, and described by Treyarch themselves as the map where we confront the Warden and attempt to save reality itself in a version of reality on the cusp of destruction. A map centered around the exact same safe house that we saw in Black Ops 3's Revelations, with floating islands and rocks and fractured worlds in an attempt to fight an epic final boss fight against the game's grand enemy. And it should sound very familiar. It's the exact same storyline as BO3's Revelations, but with, fingers crossed, all new content, not reused assets from previous maps like Black Ops 3's map did, rather showing us a true time rip with spatial fractures and destruction acting as a safe haven alternate dimension for this game's antagonist. Now, I probably am getting myself a little bit too hyped up for it, but it feels great to finally be excited about another Zombies map again, and a set of Zombies maps and an entire new Black Ops Zombies game. All of Black Ops 7 has been immensely impressive thus far, and I've been really happy with almost every map we've gotten. And I've actually been really interested in this game's storyline, a very similar storyline to what we got in Black Ops 3, recapturing the souls of our main crew through maps carefully crafted and designed around them, their backgrounds, and their individual storylines. That's the exact theme that we got in Black Ops 3, and it's the same thing we're getting in Black Ops 7, which is why I think I'm so happy and so excited about this game. Ultimately, Black Ops 7 feels like a spiritual successor in its Zombies mode to Black Ops 3. It follows the same storyline, a very similar design language, very similar mechanics, very similar ethos to Wonder Weapon design and map design and lore and Easter egg quality, budget, craftsmanship, everything. So it feels very fair to compare the trajectory thus far of Black Ops 7 to the game that we got with Black Ops 3. And the biggest indicator that Treyarch are trying to recapture the hype of Black Ops 3 by copying much of its design is in this final map. Rex Infernus is the exact same thing as Revelations, and it feels like a redemption of Revelations. A map whose biggest complaint was that it was too complicated, the Easter egg went too far off the rails, and the map was just a bunch of reused assets from other Zombies maps from past. It seems like it was almost plucked out of the in-progress work that was done for Zombies Chronicles, where Rex Infernus, on the other hand, has the chance to follow that same design language, the same story implications, and the same concept and structure as Revelations, but this time proving that a fractured world Zombies map concept can be done with all new assets, all new mechanics, and all new wonder weapons. Now, of course, we'll only be able to tell once this map actually comes out later this week, but I want to talk a bit about what's so exciting about this map thus far, from the trailers and teaser info that we've already gotten about it, and from this past week's blog post and season roadmap. So I want to jump into the highlights for Rex Infernus and get ourselves a little overhyped for Black Ops 7 Zombies finale. Because everything being said, I think Rex Infernus has the chance to top Revelations as one of the greatest finale maps in Zombies history if done correctly. And it might even serve as a better take on the concept of Revelations and what that map should have and could have been. And by the way, I have to add the caveat that is all coming from somebody that loves Revelations in Black Ops 3, even if it is a bunch of reused map assets and all entirely reused wonder weapons. It was still an epic finale to the Aether storyline with an awesome boss fight and really fun Easter egg in my opinion, so I'm really excited to see what Rex Infernus does as almost acting as a Revelations redux. So to start things off, this map looks absolutely bonkers from the reveal trailer and the intro cutscene. I'll put up some screenshots here so you can see. It almost looks like a mix of Ancient Evil and 9 from Black Ops 4 mixed with the design concept of Revelations from BO3 and a ton of the graphical and asset design language that we've had in BO6 and BO7 so far. We're going around massive fractured islands floating in space with time ripples and storms, huge temples and ancient ruins to navigate, this insane looking new Pack-a-Punch altar black hole, a Garth and Art Deco machine looking thing, tunnels and caverns and spider infested ruins, so it almost feels like it's bringing in a little bit of the Zetsubo no Shima design language to it. There's a little bit of the map that almost looks like the lava section for the fire staff from the Crazy Place in Black Ops 2's Origins, and just so much of this map that looks visually stunning even while being this creepy, cold, muted wasteland. I don't think a map has had this kind of vibe to me ever before, even if it has some of that same ancient Greek and Roman architecture from BO4 and some of the same structure and concepts as Revelations or some other maps from previous games. It feels uniquely its own and like it's going to stand out as one of the most interestingly designed maps in Black Ops 7, with a bit of design from each entry we've already got gotten, notably the floating space rock design of Astra Malorum, the cold touch of Totenreich, the ruins of Coacajo, the fractured universe feel of Ashes. And I mean, I guess Paradox Junction is a zombies map, and this is also a zombies map, so that's a similarity. I'm just kidding. Really, though, it does feel like this map is combining all of the best of the best design elements from every other Black Ops 7 map, and taking a lot of the great things that old Treyarch used to do in designing really cool, awesome finale maps. Now, on top of that, the vibes of taking on the Warden, which again, arguably might be one of the coolest villains we've ever gotten in a zombies game since the original Shadow Man from Black Ops 3, is going to be insane all on its own. The way that this map has been presented thus far is shaping up to be an epic final showdown similar to the end of Black Ops 3's Revelations, with a massive boss fight between us, the Warden, and the Shadowsmith, tying together all of the work that we've done throughout this game, recapturing our main crew's souls and our energy to take on this battle, but with something a little bit more daunting and evil in the Warden, something that really makes him feel like a difficult to take down enemy unlike anything we've ever had to deal with before. Even the Shadow Man in Black Ops 3 only really felt like this distant enemy that we didn't really know anything about. Even though he was an all-powerful being, arguably he didn't have his own personality. The Warden, on the other hand, has been an integral part of this game in every map so far, and a really cool evil villain, almost with like a Walton Goggins from Fallout vibe to him, just full of aura, and I'm really excited to see how this finale shapes out for storyline purposes. But more than that, how awesome of a boss fight this is going to end up being. Another cool perk, no pun intended, of this new map is that Widow's Wine is back. A perk that might end up making Black Ops 7 way too easy of a game, more easy than it already is. But it's also a perk that's so well beloved by the community and a massive fan favorite that we haven't seen in its original form since the game it first appeared in 2015, Black Ops 3, that it was about time we finally got it back. You combine it with the rest of the mechanics of this game, it's hard to think we'll be anything less than invincible by running this perk alongside Juggernog with augments and golden armor and cursed and so much more. I'm really glad to see it coming back, and alongside the new creepy spider enemies and elites in this map, I think it's going to add really cool vibes to an already really cool looking experience. And now I'm not sure if Treyarch meant to leak the wonder weapon to us, but it looks like we're getting some elemental grappling hook dual wield crossbow thing as this map's wonder weapon, or potentially even a set of wonder weapons. That part's my own theory though. I'm basing it based on the fact that we've seen two different color variants of this weapon, both in the trailer and an early revealed Mastercraft bundle. I'll throw those up on the screen too. Only time will tell how good this wonder weapon ends up being, but based on the fact that in the trailer we've seen it used for traversal around the map, in that it can act like a grappling hook from Warzone, might add another really cool mechanic to the map and to the weapon that we haven't seen in anything else in Zombies. Something that's going to add to the unique factor of an already very interestingly designed map, and a wonder weapon that should, in theory, change the dynamics and add another element to an already multi-dimensional map. Now, of course, it's all speculation. The map comes out in a few days' time, at which point I'll complete the Easter egg, follow along the Zombie Zone Easter egg hunt stream, which does appear to be sponsored by Treyarch this time around, which is really cool, and I'll give my opinion about it after we've all had a chance to settle on this map and play it as a community. But if you ask me right now, a few days ahead of release, I'm really excited, and I think you should be too. The map looks insanely cool, very promising, and even from the small glimpses we've already gotten it thus far, it looks like it might have the same level of quality that we've gotten throughout all of Black Ops 7, and that we're going to be in for a real treat. Something that rivals Black Ops 3's Revelations, and its entire set of Zombies maps is some of the best storyline and best maps that we've gotten in Black Ops Zombies history. But what are your thoughts? Have you had a chance to look at the pre-release teasers and reveal trailer for Rex Infernus yet? Are you as excited for this map as I am and think it could go down in history alongside Revelations in the Zombies history books? Or am I overblowing it and overhyping this map before it even hits our screens? Let me know. And if you like this video, drop a comment, a like, or even consider subscribing. It's a massive help to my channel and it means a ton to me. That's all I've got for now, and I'll see you in the next one.